Hi there everybody, my name is Heretoga and welcome back to our survival season in Vintage Story. As usual, I've been doing a few things off screen, you know me. I'll show you around all the things I've been getting up to. Like this chair for example, do you like my chair? Let's have a good stretch, yeah. I've been doing a little bit of chisel work, but I've not done everything because I want to do some of it with you folks. And we have a sign on our cottage as well. Let me get up on my feet here. Zoink, zoink. Alright, we have labelled our home Hermit Cottage. Hey, we've got a nice chair out here where we can just enjoy the morning. Been planting trees. I've widened our path. Oh, the wind is in my face. Let me hold something, there we go. Yes, I've widened our path, so it looks a lot better now, I think. I'll give it some flowers and bits of fencing and stuff like that, and we have a flower garden around the edge. None on this side yet. I need to go flower picking again soon. But yeah, we have the flower bed around the edges of our garden there. I'm going to put something around here as well, maybe some kind of dilapidated wall around here, like the old walls you see in the countryside made of rocks. There are some parts of them are broken down and you've got gaps in the wall. You know, I can do something like that around there. And let's show you inside. Oh yeah, we have a new pet, by the way. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, look at that. We've got a little baby rabbit. I don't know if it's going to grow without grass and stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see if he grows. I've been creating bits of furniture. So in my creative world, I've been practicing making furniture. So I've got some furniture designs in mind for the inside of a house. We have another clay oven to make here, and we're going to put some chimneys on them which lead to the roof outside, with some chimney pots outside as well. And I had to fill in the edges of the insides of the windows a little bit just to give us back that room bonus, because yeah, if you chisel away the inside of your windows too much, they don't count as sealed blocks anymore and you'll end up losing your room bonus, so I just filled them in a little bit. Also, I need to go down to the cellar anyway because we need some more food, so I've moved the entrance from, I can't remember where it was now, here or here. Yeah, I think it was there, yeah, to here, because we're going to put some units around there. And I've embedded the trapdoor into the floor so we're not tripping over edges, so let's go on down. I've improved the cellar so it's all nicely walled now. It looks like a proper cellar. And we've got our grains in there, our seeds are in here. Seeds are not going to stay in here though, I'm going to put them in a chest near our farms, which I'll show you in a bit. Let me just grab a pot of food. I'll put that in here because my food's going off. It's 54% spoiled. Now, you can eat spoiled food, it won't make you poorly, you just get a lot less satiation from eating spoiled food. There we go, it's gone now. Alright. Oh, come on. A heavy temporal storm is approaching. They sure do pick their times, don't they? Well, this time we're going to take our bow and arrow. But yes, I have improved the fireplace. So we have a proper chimney and we have a chiseled out fire guard. And I've given it some reinforced edges there and some slate walls there just to make it look a bit more sooted up. And we've got some floor protection there too. I think that looks quite cool. Alright, well let's go outside and I'll show you around before the storm comes. Oh yes, here we go. A nice lovely wide path. I put bars in the windows of the blacksmith, even those little ones up there. All the way around. Apart from these little air vents, I didn't do the air vents. There's no point doing those. I made the rest of the chests, so we have all the chests we need now for all the ores and metal here. And speaking of tin, I did go out and mine those tin deposits that I showed you last time, and this is all the tin that I came back with. We even got a chunk of cassiterite. I'll add to our crystal collection. Probably going to need some more copper, but we'll see how we get on with that. I did go out and get one of those deposits of lead, so we've got a bit of lead now, but we're moving on up slowly but surely. I hear a drifter. Are you kidding me? What the game? These rifts stalk me, I swear. Oh, there he is. Get him! Well, yeah, I can't show you downstairs yet because there's a drifter down there. But yes, we have some pit kilning to do. I received a suggestion from one of our viewers, Necromundi. You know who you are. He suggested to put some slate cobblestone in these sections to make it look like they're all sooted up. So we're going to do that. Thank you, Necromundi, for that suggestion. And I'm going to do the inside of here as well. Yeah, I didn't really get to finish the path, so let's go and check on our crops here. Are these done yet? 6 out of 7. Okay, these are nearly done. What about flax? This is more important. We need this flax. Come on. Nope. I'll have to keep checking on those. Okay, so one of the things we're going to be getting up to as well is we're going to be building our proper farms. So I've laid down all the medium fertility soil. When I was out in the last episode, I did find a little bit of higher fertility soil, but it wasn't much. I forgot to mention that to you folks. So in the middle of each farm, we're going to plant a fruit tree. So I've decided to use high fertility soil for that. So we're going to have 3 big farms like this. One for the N nutrient, one for the P nutrient, and one for the K nutrient. And another one next to it, which is going to be for our bees. So that's where our bees are going to go. So we've got NPK. And we can rotate the crops. Alrighty, so for the building blocks that we're going to need for our farms, they're all in this chest here. We're going to use limestone. It's got some cool stuff to show you with that later. But all of our jobs are mounting up. But that's not a bad thing, right? Damn rifts. Well, I suppose I better go and do this this storm, and then we can get on with things. So I'm not going to take you through the storm this time, but if anything interesting does happen during it, then I'll patch you in. But until then, I'll see you after the storm, folks. Alrighty folks, the storm is over. And I died, by the way. I got killed by a 2-headed drifter. I got too close to the bars and he swiped me one. One-hit kill. Okay, so let's go and grab some slate cobblestone. At least I get to show you down here now. I haven't finished the floor yet, but I've got the borders done. Got some of the ceiling done in here. And the borders are done in here. It's got the floors and the ceiling to finish in here. But for the floors I'm going to use conglomerate stone because we have access to conglomerate stone all the way up here. There we go. Because I don't want to use granite for everything, you know what I mean? Alright, let's grab some slate stone. I'm going to grab all this. And we need some clay. We've got more fire clay than blue clay. I suppose we can use some fire clay. What the smack. Okay, let's get some of slate cobblestone made. There we go. And put the rest of this clay back. Like so. Alrighty. What does this look like? In fact, let's do it upstairs. We can see a bit better upstairs. Oh, before we go upstairs, sorry, I'll show you in our barrel room. I've done the walls and the ceiling in here, and I've been curing some leather. I've soaked it in lime water, and then I put it in weak tannin, and then I put it in strong tannin. So now we have actual leather. Yeah, we can make some of these leather backpacks. Let's press H on the leather here. This is all the stuff you can make with leather, but we're looking for these. So each bag needs 8. Let's have a look then. Oh, so we can make 3 of these. Okay. Nice. Alright, now let me get this stuff out of my inventory here. Okay, and we're going to swap these over. Oh, that's so much better. Wow. Hey. Now if you want to get your cattails back from these baskets, just put your basket in your crafting menu here, put your knife in there, and you'll get some of your cattails back. It's the same with the reed chests as well. Alright, we can stick our food down there. Nice. Put these cattails away. We're going to have better lighting soon, you know, when we get some beeswax on the go, we can make some lanterns and it'll just brighten the place up a lot more. Okay, let's go and get a hammer and chisel. Do I have one here? Nope, they're in the house. One sec. Okay, let's see what we can do here then. So I think all these bottoms, the bottoms of the holes here, we're going to swap those out for slate cobblestone. But with mud bricks, you want to use a shovel because it's just a lot faster. And bear in mind, with your mud bricks, you don't always get your block back. So let's go ahead and change out these bottom pieces here. Go. That looks a lot better. Should we change out these sections here as well? There we go. Yeah, looks a lot better. We can put some dirty, sooty bits along some of the edges of these blocks too. I think that'll give it a bit more feature. Let's get a hammer in that hand. We'll try it with one first. Let's chisel this one. Press F. Put one of these in there. Select it. Let's sit down. We're just going to go... I don't know. Let's just start from the bottoms like this. And then replace the holes with soot. off screen I'll do that to all of these, and then I'll show you next time we're here. Wow, well that does look a lot better. I'm thinking maybe the bottom halves of these blocks could be slate cobblestone as well. Yeah. I don't want to change the whole block to slate cobblestone, because then it'll look a bit too dark then, but I think that's good. So yeah, good suggestion, Necromundi, thank you very much. Okay, now let's move on to these. We could put some slate cobble in here as well. Let's just put these doors somewhere else. Where we're going to put those? Let's stack them there, out the way. Okay, let's lift up the floor. Did you notice that? Some of the blocks I didn't get back, but that's all good. They're cheap to make anyway. Okay, and then like we've done here, I can do that kind of stuff in here as well. I think that would look nice. But we'll just do the bottoms for now. Put that door there. Oh, get a shovel out. There we go. Nice. Looks a lot better. Hey. Alright, so let's get all these cooking. We've got some raw planters here. We've got some little plant pots too. A couple more storage vessels. A watering can and some fire clay bricks. So let's go ahead and get all these in there. Okay, is that all of it? Yeah, we had 4 left. Let's just put them there out of the way. Alright. Grass sticks and peat. Alrighty, there we go. Nice. Every single one of them is burning away. Alright, well that's doing its thing. I just heard a drifter. I think there's a drifter underground. Let's move on over to these farms next then. I do have a design in mind. These farms are 11 by 11. Okay, so we're going to have one of those in the corners. I'll do one for now and then I'll magically do the others. Like so, and then we're going to have that like that. We're going to have a middle there with a step, perhaps. Yeah. All the rest of this is like this. Like so, and it's starting to get dark, isn't it? So that's going to be like that. So let me put these back in here. And I'll show you what we're going to be doing on the corners here. Okay. I'm going to sleep the night away just so we've got more daylight. Alrighty folks, it is morning. First light. So I moved these corner blocks over to here because we're going to have a block in each corner, and then on top of the block we're going to have like a pillar. We're going to chisel out the pillar now. I'll show you how it's going to look. So just going to go like this. We only have to do this once because we have that extended workbench. We can just replicate these. So now let's choose this grade here, like so. Now I designed these in my creative world with a friend of mine from our Discord community, and he helped me a little bit with these, with suggestions, so I think you're really gonna like these. Okay, and on this one, so the top one's done now, the top half is done, but the bottom half we're gonna put something like this, but we're gonna go all the way through like that, and we'll do the same on the other side. Like so. And then on this one here we're going to have a gap like that. Now I'm going to be filling in these gaps with coloured glass, but we don't have access to coloured glass yet, so they're going to have to stay hollow for now. But yeah, that is the design. So now let's get these replicated. So to use this workbench you need to put your chiseled block in first, and then your chisel, and then the materials that it took to make the chiseled block, and then you just hold a right click on the bench. And it will replicate your blocks for you. So I'm going to do this with all the other pieces, and then I'll meet you back at the farm. Oh man, we have got to get some tin bronze tools, because these copper tools are good, but they don't last very long. Ah dear. Okay. Alright. Now we have our chiseled blocks. Let's go ahead and get these placed down. It's gonna look something like this. One in each corner. There we go. Starting to look good. Let's turn this into a step while we're here. Yeah, let's have big steps there. Doesn't matter too much right now. At least we can get in and out. And now we need these. We're going to put these around here like this. We're also going to turn these into stairs as well. There we go. Just gives our farm a bit of a centerpiece there. Okay. Now we have to fill in all of these with water. And luckily we have a well. And I need to go and grab the bucket. Be right back. Okay, let's get all these filled in. Like so. There we go. Now, I don't want to just leave holes of water like this. You can waterlog certain blocks in Vintage. One of them being slabs. So we're going to grab these slabs here. Just going to place them in like this. And it just hides the water. And if you look carefully, the water is swaying around. You'll notice the water sloshing up to the surface, so you'll know that there's still water in it, like that. Did you see that? And then you can just walk across them. It will still moisten the ground, and you don't have to worry about falling in the holes there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this bucket back down. Okay, now, we're not just going to leave these like that. Eventually when we get lanterns, I'm going to put a lantern on top of each one of these pillars, and like I say, we're going to put some coloured glass in these gaps here. But what about a fence or a wall? Well, I designed some trestling. That's right, trestling. And I've replicated these on the workbench, and we're gonna have trestling 2 blocks tall all the way around, and we're also gonna have trestling on the sides of the entrance here. So let me place one down. Let's get the hammer and chisel out, and we're going to rotate these around like that. Oh, I'm standing in the way. Put that one there and that one there. Rotate these like so. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Like that. And I've made a top as well for it. So we need something in there. Let's just put a slab there. Let's see if we can. There we go. There we go. Now we can smash that away. Hey, there we go. What do you think to that? To get a better view, let's just put these down like this. Have I missed a block here? I think I have. Yes. I was going to say. Place those down like that. I'm going to rotate all of these like so, just to keep the animals out. Oh, would you look at that, guys? Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay. Now we need a gate. Let me go and get a door. Okay, so let's put our door. Am I going to be able to do this? There we go. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Now we could put some potted plants along these edges. May have to get rid of these path blocks here to do that, but that's okay. But yeah, keeps the animals out. They can't get in. They can't even jump up there or squeeze through or anything like that. But wow. So you got to imagine it's going to be like that all the way around for every single one. Now I did replicate a full stack of pine plank blocks, and I already went through a chisel and a bit, so I'm going to work on that off screen and get the rest of those done. But let's get the rest of these corner pieces down. Okay, all the corner pieces are down now, and we can finish putting down the walls, just cause, why not? Do we have our light mud brick blocks? We do. There we go. Let's get these back as well. We're running out of daylight. And there we go. There, the edges are down. The steps are down. And the corners are in place. All we've got to do now is fill in these holes with water and put the slabs down. And also we need to do these bits here. See if I can do this before night time. There we go, folks. We have 3 farms in place and almost finished, but they're all going to look lovely when they're next to each other and they look like this. Amazing! Okay, I'm going to fill these holes in with water, get the slabs down. I'll see how much more of this trestling I can replicate and get in place. And I'll see you folks in the morning. Alrighty folks, it is morning. And you know what? I'm sick of just having skin as armour. I keep getting hit by drifters throwing stones at me and stuff, and all my clothes are in terrible condition, so it's time we got some kind of armour on our backs. Now we're still not ready to have tailored Gambeson armour yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this stuff to make some improvised armour. Now there's 2 kinds of improvised armour you can make. If you press H on some firewood, you'll see here that you can make this normally, but there's also a different set. It's a full set of Llama wooden armour, and that's what we're going to make right now. So there's a head, body and legs. So let's make the head first. Now you do need pelts for this, and pelts are easy to do. You just put a piece of leather and a piece of fat in your crafting menu, and it takes time for that leather to cure, but once it's cured it will turn into pelt. So we're going to use this to make some armour. So we're going to make the head first, and then we're going to make the body. And then the legs. There we go, look at that. Okay, so let's see what this is going to look like. I kind of do this with the hood hidden. Nope. There we go. Hey, look at that, look. None too shabby. But it's better than skin. So we've got some kind of protection now. That's great. So these are the stats. Yeah, it gives you 65% protection. The protection tier is 0. Your hunger rate is increased by 8%. Your healing effectiveness is reduced by 10%. Your ranged accuracy suffers -3%, but that's not too bad. And your ranged weapon charge time is increased by 7%, and your walk speed is reduced by 3%. But all armour, all the types of armour in the game does that to you, so this isn't too bad. Our footsteps are a lot heavier now. What do we look like with our shield? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Now that we have some kind of protection, I don't have to worry about drifters so much now. So I've been going through a lot of copper chisels because copper is just too soft. When you've got big projects on, you need harder tools if you're going to make big projects. If you've got a lot of chiseling to do, then you just need harder tools. Now we did find some tin, and I brought it all back. So we're going to make some tin bronze tools. But before I do that, I want to plant these pink apple tree cuttings. We need 3 of them. So they can be doing its thing while we're making tin bronze tools. Now if you come across a fruit tree in the wild, don't just chop the whole thing down. If it's got branches coming off the trunks, chop the branches off and you'll get tree cuttings. And then you can plant these tree cuttings to make your own fruit trees. However, all fruit tree cuttings, they have a 40% survival rate. So if I place this down, it says 40% survival chance. So it's less than 50-50. But for simplicity's sake, let's just say it's 50-50 chance it'll make it or not. So yeah, we're going to plant one in each one of these, like so. Okay, so we've got 3 chances at this. And fruit trees, when they're ready to harvest, wow, you get a lot. You get a lot of harvest from them, so they're worth having. And it gives you that extra fruit supply, so you're not just relying on berry bushes. But yeah, hopefully these will survive. If not, I've got 3 more. And if all those fail, then I'll just have to go out and get more tree cuttings. So fruit trees are pretty easy to spot on the map. They're usually bright green little tree marks. So you just have to browse around. Like there, I think that might be one. I can't remember where I got this one from. It was in my travels somewhere. But yeah, just scour the map and look for really bright green trees on the map. So as you know, we live here. Nearby we have access to bees, and I have set up a platform underneath the beehive and I've placed loads of flowers down. So before we make our tin bronze tools, why don't we go and check out these bees and see how well they're doing. Okay, we're almost at the bees. If you want to go out looking for bees, the best method to use is turn your music off, so that you can hear the ambient sounds a lot clearer, because when you're a little bit far away from bees they can be hard to hear. They're always found in tree areas all over the world, but if I get closer to the tree that has our bees, keep note of the sound. So now we're close, we can hear them. You won't be able to hear that if you've got music on. Alright, let's get up there. Now if you want to take bees back home with you, you're going to have to make a skep. So if I bring this up, type in skep, and all it takes is a little bit of clay and some cattails and you can make an empty skep. What you do is you place it on the ground below the beehive, and you place loads of flowers down and it will detect the flowers. Once it's detected the flowers, it will tell you how long it will take for these bees to go into the skep, and we have bees in our skep. So we're going to pick this up. To pick this up though, we're going to need to get rid of one of our backpack slots here. So let me put these up there. Put that up there. Pick that up, there we go. Now you only need to do this once. So I could bash all this down and take it with me, but I'm just going to leave it here for now. And I'll meet you back at home. Alrighty, we're back home. So as you know, we're going to build one of these over here just for bees. So the bees one is just going to look like this. So, oh, a bit of a glitch there. So pretend there's no tree cutting here. Instead there's going to be a pillar, a little bit like one of these but smaller. We're going to have a pillar here. We're going to put our main skep on there. And where we have all of these water holes, we're going to put the same pillar on each one of these, and we're going to put an empty skep on top of them. Now the bees from your main hive will populate all of the empty skeps over time. So when you harvest your skeps, you don't want to harvest the main one. You always want to make sure you've got one beehive. Okay, no, never harvest all of them. So harvest the ones around the edges only and leave your main one in the middle. Now they're not going to populate other skeps unless you've got flowers, so all this bits of grass here, every single one will have a flower on it. You can use any types of flowers as long as it actually says that it is a flower. So that's what we're going to do over there, but not today. We'll do it next episode. Okay, so tin bronze then. So let's get our tin out of here. We're going to get all of these. Yeah, I couldn't put this skep in a chest. We're going to get our copper as well. And let's grab this hammer. And we'll beat down all this tin here. Like so. We'll put this hammer back. Okay, so we want to make some tin bronze ingots, and also we can cast maybe a hammer and a pickaxe, and then make the rest of them into ingots and store them on our shelf next to this copper pile here. So if you want to make tin, it will tell you how to do it. If you bring up your crafting menu and you put tin bronze and then you click on a tin bronze ingot, it will tell you that it's an alloy and that's the ratio. So you need 8 tin to 88 copper. So if you're not good at math, this is what I do. Put 1 tin in your fire pit and then keep placing copper in one at a time like that until this comes up, and it'll say this will create 45 units of tin bronze. Now you have to remember all the molds take 100 units, so basically you want to double this. So we're going to double this like so. Now you can put a little bit more copper in there just to increase it a bit. So let's see if we can get to 100 without having to put more tin in there. There we go. So 2 tin to 18 copper will get you 100 units. Okie dokie folks, we're going to make 1,400 units of tin, and wait up, let me just put the fire, there we go, and we're going to make an anvil mould. We do still have some tin, and I can go out and get loads more copper, so this bit of tin in here and more copper, I can make loads of more ingots, but I think we need to properly move up to the tin bronze age, so we're going to need an anvil. That's going to take 900 units, plus a hammer, 1,000, plus a pickaxe, 1,100. So we're going to have 3 ingots out of this. Now I could really use a couple of chisels out of these ingots, because I've got lots of chiseling to do, and I'm not using copper chisels for everything anymore. It's just they disappear too quick. So yeah, we're going to make an anvil. Now anvils are tiered, so this is a tier 1 anvil. We can forge tin bronze stuff on a tier 1 anvil, because tin bronze is tier 2. So with anvils, you can forge on them 1 tier above. So on a copper anvil, you can forge tier 2, but you can't forge tier 3 on a tier 1. you can forge tier 3 on a tier 2. So you can forge iron, which is tier 3, I believe. You can forge iron on a tin bronze anvil, but not a copper anvil. I don't think we'll be in the tin bronze age for long, because as soon as we find iron, then that will be sorted. Okay, this is going to take a while, so I'll be right back with you folks when we're ready to pour out this metal. Okay, there's a rift right outside the blacksmith, and I've got to go out there and pour this stuff in some ingot molds. I hope we don't get attacked. Let's do these first. Okay, let's get inside. Get some light down. Alright. One tin bronze anvil coming up. Nice. There we go. We'll do the pickaxe first. And then the hammer. There we go. Okay. Oh, let's put this fuel back. Still need to make a chest for that. Okay, let's just try and escape. I hear them, but I don't see them. I think they're underground. There must be a cave down below. All of our pit kiln stuff is done now. That's brilliant. We've got a couple more vessels. We've got a watering can. I think the watering can would look good. Maybe near the well as well. Get that full of water and place that down. There we go. Beautiful. I'll take these vessels back home with me, because we can put those in the cellar. And I'll leave the rest of this stuff up here for now. Alright, see you in the morning. Oh, this place is coming together nice. It's not just my place, it's our place, guys. This all belongs to you too. So all your suggestions are welcome. I read all the comments. I love all the comments that you guys leave me, and I really appreciate it too. And it makes me smile, makes me feel happy, and I'm so glad that you all enjoy these episodes. So with that said and done, I'll call the episode there. If you have enjoyed our adventure so far, then be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them. Until next time, folks, goodbye.